One thing I've noticed is this, that when you have this all the way to the rear, you can't hinge the upper and lower apart when you're field stripping it. You do need to move this forward so that when you pop this rear pin, you can actually hinge the two parts apart. Moving out here, it does have a bayonet lug on the end of the barrel, and then just a standard flash hider out on the end of the barrel itself. The rifle fires from a 20-round polymer magazine, so you can see through it. It's somewhat translucent. And the fire controls are very similar to the AR-15 or AR-10. The magazine release is right here by my index finger, but also on the opposite side of the rifle, you'll find that you have a magazine release here as well, and then here is your bolt release right here. It's a paddle very similar to the AR-15 or AR-10. Now, there is not a bolt release on the right-hand side of the rifle, so it's only on the left-hand side. However, the fire controls and the magazine release are available on both sides of the gun. It's also interesting to note that the Turks retained the forward assist capabilities of the rifle. And here's one thing that I found to be a bit unique about the firearm. It has a T-handle charging handle system like the AR-15, but you'll notice the locking mechanism is actually on the right-hand side versus the left-hand side. So if you go to charge the rifle like this, you can't do it because you can't unlock the T-handle. You have to pinch it and engage it from the right-hand side to be able to draw the bolt and carrier to the rear. Let's take a look inside the rifle and see what it looks like.
That is really, really sweet. Smooth. That trigger is amazing, and the sight when you really line up both circles.
Yep.
And it is
It's
dead
got that
on.
really fine front post. I mean, that sucker can shoot.
You take those two circles, make them concentric, and that front post is right on.
To field strip the MPT, first we want to make sure that the weapon's clear. We're going to drop the magazine out, pull the bolt to the rear, look inside, all clear. Now, as I mentioned previously, with this forward polymer piece set all the way to the rear, if I pop this rear takedown pin out, the rifle won't open up. So what I need to do is press here a little button, and I can slide this forward slightly, which gives me then enough room to hinge the gun open like you normally would an M4 style rifle. To take the bolt and carrier group out, just pull on the T-handle, pull the bolt out, pull the T-handle back until it hits its little notch where it can drop out. And then of course you can separate the upper and lower by pushing this pin here in the front. And now you've broken the rifle down into its two independent pieces. From what I can tell, there's no simple way to remove the gas piston system from the upper. We'll set this aside. We'll take a look inside the rifle. You'll notice it has a buffer assembly, much like an M4, and what looks like pretty much a standard M16 style trigger group, including the auto sear that you see here. 3-position selector. You can see as it's moving the auto sear back and forth. All right, so let's take the bolt apart. Now this is a little bit different. It looks like a standard AR-10 bolt, but you'll notice that it's under spring pressure. The spring that's pushing it forward is the firing pin spring. The tip of a bullet can be used to take it apart, but I'm going to use a small screwdriver. I'm going to push the takedown pin, which is right here, across. Now I'm going to put my finger here to capture the firing pin because it's going to want to shoot out of the carrier. So I'm going to push the pin out, pull it, and then I can release it slowly here. And there's the firing pin and spring. The retaining pin actually goes to the rear of the firing pin, which is slightly different than the M4. Set that aside. Have the cam pin right here. I can draw the cam pin out. I don't have to rotate it. And draw the bolt out of the carrier. You'll notice, looks very familiar to you if you're used to the M16. Here's the face of the bolt, the extractor. That's it. All right, to put this back together, you simply reverse the process. I hope you guys enjoyed taking an exclusive first look at the new MPT 76 rifle.